Okay, so when we had looked at this trailer last, it was probably 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. It was out in front of the shop. Just kind of climbed under it, and we realized a bunch was cracked. We got it in the shop, and there's actually a lot more damage done to the bottom. Again, to me, it looks like somebody that was putting it together didn't really understand how much penetration was needed, or maybe they were new or something. So I'm just going to walk you through this so that you can see it all, because it's essentially more than half of every weld on the bottom of the frame is cracked and broken. Once we get past the tongue, there's a couple miswelds, and then I want to show you the gasoline leaking from the tank. It's definitely leaking from the tank because there's nothing dripping from above, and if you touch it, it's super viscous. It's definitely not hydraulic fluid, and I want to show you that. So I figured I'd just do a video so that you can see it all, and that you're not, obviously it seems like it's an exaggeration probably that this thing's falling apart this bad, but it's not. So I'm just going to walk you through that. Okay, so this side is the side that's worse, so we're just going to go ahead and crawl. Get this guy out of the way before I do any work, and I'm just going to walk you through everything so that we can see it. Okay, so starting off underneath here. So up here up front, things are pretty good. Right in here, there's a lot of boxing. Things are pretty strong. Right here we're good, and then boom, right here. So you can see this first one, it's a massive missed weld. And this is right where the trailer tongue kind of ties in. So we're gonna add a weld there. Then as we kind of come back here and check these ones are all good for the most part right in here on this side. Nothing is cracking so far in this section. Okay, so again, missed weld. We're gonna come around this side. Backside is fine. It is starting to crack right up there at the top. So I'm gonna redo this weld right behind it. This one is cracked, so we're gonna have to redo that one. Obviously, we'll do the bottom again. Top of that one's all cracked. Next runner, this one's fully cracked. Bottom we'll redo too. Inside of that's fully cracked. Back here into this joint. This one's fully cracked and broken. Okay. Just so you can see, all these pieces are fine. I don't know if this matters, but the sides of these were not welded. Just a little tack weld, like that's not welded. None of these on this side are, so maybe that's part of your design. I'm unsure. Okay, so back to here, you can see there's a big tank right there. All right, so we're gonna go back to this. So that one's fully blown out. Back side of that's fully blown out and cracked. And then moving into here, okay, you can see that side's good, this side's good, and we're gonna rotate around. Inside this pocket is okay, but then when we get onto this side, okay, you can see this one's good, outside of that one's good, and then boom, right here, we're fully cracked there, and this is, right in front of this tire. So this thing's fully broken all the way off. And let me see if I'm gonna have to move around the other side. So I'll show you these. So that one's fully like cracked all the way around. Okay, so moving back into here, okay, whatever this big unit is. So I'm gonna go over to the other side of we'll just kind of do the whole front of the trailer because I got it lifted up higher. Okay, over here on this side, all these luckily are good for the most part. And so I'm gonna get over here. All right, now for reference for where we are, here's a pump. I'm not sure what that guy does, if that's for hydraulic fluid or for gasoline. Okay, but we're gonna come in here, got your fuel filter right there. And in here, these welds still look good. Those ones still look good. Get into this big pocket on this side. And for reference, we're kind of still right in front of that tire. Looking at these are all still good. Get in here, these are all still good. And then back here into the wheel well. So far, we're good. All of the weld joints around the L brackets, the angle that hold the actual axles in, those look really good. But then let's go in here. Okay, now you can see inside the frame, these ones are okay. Right around here, this guy's okay. But then here's where we get to the gas tank. Now, if you look at the front, see there's nothing dripping down from above at all. Now there is a line up there, okay, but we get real wet right in here. And again, you can see nothing is dripping from above. Now this is all wet up here, but I'm guessing that this is trickling down, and you'll see. You can see right here, still nothing trickling down. Now back here towards the corner, it's real wet. Back here, smells of gasoline pretty hardcore. There are no scratches or scuffs, so it didn't hit like a rock or something. And then right around the back side of the corner, you can see still soaking wet, and then it goes away. If I had my guess, that weld right there is probably what did it, because you can see this is where it's like really pooled up. And here, I'll set the light over here for a second. So watch, I'll show you. So this is super viscous. Boop. So, and it just reeks of gasoline. So I think it's just got dirt in it. And then this is a big area of concern. So in inspecting this steel bracket that is bolted to that aluminum channel, that first bolt is completely snapped off. It's not even connected anymore. That second one and third one, the two in the middle, look like they're like fully ripping out. They're at about a 45-degree angle from what they look like they should be installed at. Let me go down here. And yeah, so that one's about to give way. Most of the threads are kind of hacked through on that one, and that one looks good. And I do not have access to these because it's a solid piece. So those had to have been put in from above. I don't know if they were self-tapped or what, but you can see that bracket is, you can kind of tell from looking at that how much of an angle it's kind of sagged and broken up. Let me see if I can get you back here. But this thing is just, it's about to let go of the actual gas tank. So that's not good. Okay. And we're going to transfer back over here to this frame side. This big aluminum bracket that's right above the tank, it's cracked out, and it's like that on both sides as well. And then right outside of this, you can see this one's starting to crack and fail, and this is the outrigger right in front of the tire. So that guy's falling apart. And then I'm gonna slide out of here, and I'm gonna lower the front of the trailer down so that we can climb around the back of the trailer. So I'll send you another video of the back of the trailer in just a second.